Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Mogi Beth. For those of y'all who are new here, I am a full-time reseller on Poshmark, eBay, Tradesy, and Mercari. Today, I'm bringing you along with me on an afternoon I spent thrifting, sourcing different items to sell online. And I actually didn't find a ton of items, but the items I did find I think are good and I want to show y'all. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button. I know a lot of y'all haven't subscribed yet and it would mean a lot to me. And then also hit the thumbs up button. But without further ado, let's go back in time to when I brought y'all along thrifting with me. Hey y'all, today is Tuesday and I wanted to film another thrift with me. I think this is coming out next week, which is super exciting, but I've been really enjoying making these kinds of videos and going thrifting, so I decided, hey, let's make another one. And so I might, who knows, maybe every other week or something. Y'all told me you like these videos, and so I heard you loud and clear. Today I want to go into 2 or 3 places. I actually really want to go first into Crossroads, which is a buy-sell trade store here in Portland, and then I'm going to go to the suburbs of Portland and go to a couple of different Goodwills. So maybe 1, maybe 2. We'll see how quickly I can go between them, because I think everything is still closing pretty early right now. I'm going to take y'all in as much as I can, but in the buy-sell trade store, it's really small and awkward for me to film, and I don't have a cart or anything, so I'll probably just show you a little bit of me flipping through the clothes. But y'all tend to like seeing what I pass on, so let me know in the comments down below if I pass on anything that you would have stopped at and looked more into. I think that would be really interesting, because there's probably things that I don't know that y'all know, so it'd be cool for you to share your information with me. So anyways, got to put my good old trusty mask on. Gonna put my sunglasses on and go to Crossroads. All right, meet y'all in there. Oh, these are fogging up like crazy. All right, see y'all in there. Okay, I went straight to the shorts section and found this pair of Madewell shorts that I ended up later putting back after checking comps, but I just wanted to make a note. Anytime I find stretch denim, whether it's AG, Madewell, McGuire, Good American, I check the middle seam underneath the zipper to see if there's any stretching or pulling along there, because that happens pretty commonly with stretch denim. So I went along and looked at the other shorts. I think you saw it and Other Stories new with tag shorts back there, but it was priced too high again for me to consider. Shorts have a lower ASP generally, and so I typically can't pay up for them. That's not the case, however, with the jeans section. I can sometimes pay up for jeans, and so that's why I really like to go through the denim section and consignment stores. But this time I didn't find anything. I did find a couple pairs of jeans / pants and another Crossroads that I went to right before I filmed the haul, and decided to include those in the haul as well. That's not on camera, but I will show y'all what I found later on in the video. Went through the dresses next, because again, dresses is a category in which I am sometimes willing to pay up for, and that's the deal with consignment, is that you're generally going to be paying up for things unless they're marked half off. That's an old Vince tag that I wanted to point out, just because I never pick up old Vince, and it's just something to make note of, because I do like newer Vince pieces a lot. Then I decided to go to the athletic wear section, because athletic wear is selling really well right now. Adidas Stella McCartney collab earlier there. Sometimes I can find really good pieces by that brand that sell quickly, but sometimes they sit forever, so it's just always a matter of checking comps with that brand. This is an example of Lululemon, an older style that I decided not to pick up just because of how old it was and the wear. And not all Lululemon, just like not all of any one brand, is worth picking up. But I did not end up finding anything in that section, so my last kind of go through was with the shoes, and I think that's really important if you're shopping in a consignment store, especially if they have the shoes laid out all over the store kind of like this, is to make sure you're looking up and checking the shoes, because oftentimes I find really good deals in the shoe section at consignment stores. This was a pair of Corkies. I love that brand. I love reselling that brand, but $32.50 was too expensive for me to pay up for. Cole Haan is also a really great brand for shoes, but again, too expensive right now for me to pick up. Okay, well, I spent, how long? I don't know, maybe 45 minutes, an hour in there, and got two things. Actually, they have a great selection right now, and there's some really good stuff in there, but not a lot of it is marked half off. One of the things I did get was marked half off, but because of that, everything was just marked just a little too high for me to feel comfortable purchasing and reselling. And then the other item I got was actually just marked really low, and luckily I'm really excited to show you all that. I mean, really low for the piece. It was marked low, I should say. So I want to go to Goodwill where the prices will be lower and hopefully, you know, less curated selection, so have to go through more, but hopefully we can find some stuff. All right, as always, fingers are crossed. Let's go. So as usual, I started out in the shoe section, and hey, there are Corkies again, but those were missing an ankle strap, so I decided, of course, to pass on them. I went through all 4 racks of the shoes, and I actually found one pair that I'm so excited to show y'all later. But in reselling, there's always so much to learn, y'all, and the categories that I feel like I have the most to learn in is definitely purses. Activewear, I also have a lot to learn about still, and then menswear, I'm still learning a lot whenever I do go through there and checking comps, because I don't sell a lot of men's, but men's is definitely a category that does well. And same with purses. Purses do really well if you know what you're looking for, but I don't carry a purse, so currently I don't have a personal investment in learning about purses. Oh my gosh, y'all, look at that. I came across Privacy Please. I was so happy because I had just filmed the Revolve video when I went thrifting here, and if you haven't checked out the Revolve video, I'll put it up on the screen. But that Privacy Please dress ended up having a broken strap, and I was so sad. That I just passed was a J. Crew collection new tags piece that they had for $30, so I passed. But J. Crew collection can sometimes do really well. It used to do better a couple years ago than it does today, but J. Crew, of course, is suffering in a lot of ways right now. This is the Lindy Bop dress, which is kind of an old pinup style brand, but I passed. Whew, okay. So that Privacy Please dress, oh my gosh, broken hearted. The strap was broken. It was so cute too, and if I had any sort of bandwidth to repair things or knew how to sew at all, I would have picked it up, but I have so many things to repair. I need to find, if anyone in Portland is watching this and knows a good seamstress who is affordable, let me know. But anyway, that's an aside. I think I have time for one more Goodwill quickly, and then I think I'm going to treat myself to some good food tonight because my back hurts and I forgot how hard thrifting is. Yeah, this is fun. Okay, off to the next Goodwill and then treat yourself time. Okay. whenever I can, I beeline it for the new racks. If Goodwill has them out, it's just new inventory that they're putting away. And it really does depend on how the employees at the Goodwill you're at feel about it. In Portland, they tend to be really friendly and understand if you want to go through the new racks, but I know that differs from city to city and Goodwill to Goodwill, so if you can, make sure you're checking out these new racks. But I ended up finding this new with tag Anthropologie, a Kimmy and Ken top, but I put it back after checking comps later, even though I thought it was really cute. It was just not performing well on the reseller market. So after checking the new racks, I went to the shoes. Aren't these some interesting vintage fur boots? I think that was genuine fur. And then I came across these Donald J. Pliner shoes. Donald J. Pliner is a good brand to know and pick up when it's a new style, but that was an older style, so I passed. And then I decided to go through the dresses section. This was an Anthropologie Puella dress that I have actually sold before, and it sat for a really long time, so I knew not to pick it up. I knew it was an older style, and I passed on it. I also passed on this Vanessa Virginia dress, also from Anthropologie. This is a piece that a couple years ago I would have been so excited to find, just because there are so many details. But it's an older style, so it didn't work out. And I think right now is a really good time to start going through coats and sweaters to get ready for fall. This is just me showing that for some reason I keep all my clothes in that little compartment in the cart instead of putting it in the actual cart. I don't really know why. Whew. I am so tired. My back hurts so bad. But I had a lot of fun and I got some good stuff. I ended up putting a lot back though after checking comps on things. And again, just a friendly reminder, always check comps, because some things that I really thought would perform better were either old, or there's one piece that was really damaged that I was sad about, but that's how it goes in the thrift life. Alright, I'm going to Burgerville now. That is a chain. I think it's in like Oregon only, or maybe it's a Pacific Northwestern thing. I don't know. It's not in Kansas. But when I moved to Oregon, tried Burgerville, and they are just like a burger fast food restaurant with drive-through. But you can also get vegan options. You can get gluten-free buns. You can have a vegan shake. It's just like the best. So I grew up on drive-through McDonald's, so this is a slightly step up, and I'm okay with it. Alright, but yeah, I'll definitely show y'all a haul soon. Okay, see you then. Bye. Okay, so let's start the haul. I did actually this morning go to Crossroads and picked up a couple of Madewell pants that I wanted to show y'all. So I included that in the haul, and then there's also one or two things I might return, but I wanted to show y'all anyway. Alright, so the first place I went was Crossroads, and I found two items, and I think they're both pretty good. The first items were these Solutos velvet slip-on sneakers, and they have this little pug decal on the uppers. Just so cute. These are so cute, and I know for a fact I've sold very similar shoes. I think I've actually sold this exact pair before. These are a 6.5. They are in used condition, but they're in really good condition. So I decided I would go ahead and pick these up and give them a go. Luckily they were marked half off, but most of the stuff in that store wasn't marked half off, I think because they've been closed for so long. And then this is the other piece I found that I was so excited about. It was hanging on the wall, and so I asked them to take it down, and it was priced really well. This is a tulip mesh turtleneck by one of my favorite brands to sell, Ghani. And if you haven't watched my Bolo Brands video, I will link that up on the screen. I talk about Ghani in that video. Super excited about this. Turtleneck was sold on like Farfetch and Outnet and retailers that sell high-end designer pieces, and I think it retailed for in the 100s or 200s. So I am very excited about that. So then I went over to my first Goodwill and I found a few things. The first was this Lulu's size small tie-dye romper, which I thought was just perfect for the summer, and of course tie-dye is really in right now. So I decided to go ahead and pick this up. I think this would be such a perfect cover-up, and it comes with the tie. One of the belt loops has come loose, but that's fine. I'll just disclose that in the listing, but otherwise it's in great condition, and they also had it marked half off, so yay, I was happy about that. And then my favorite piece from this entire haul I found at this first Goodwill stop. Look at these. These are, okay, I didn't actually know about these types of shoes before finding them, but as soon as I saw them, I was like, okay, these are something I definitely need to look up. Obviously, you don't come across these really nice velvet sushi embroidered loafers every day. They have leather soles, which is a telltale that it is a high quality shoe. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all. This is by the brand Del Toro, which I don't know if it's going to, it says Del Toro on the top here. And then it was a collab with Modo Operandi. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right because it's Italian, which is a high-end designer retailer, but these shoes retail for like $395. So, and they have basically never been worn. So I was so excited to find these, and they really are in such pristine condition. There are a couple like small creases. There's like one tiny little crease you can see right here, but I mean barely. It's just so excited about these. These are a size 7. So I am going to get these listed super soon. I'm obsessed with sushi. I mean, hello. I'm sure a lot of us are. So I just thought these were so cute, even if they don't retail for a ton of money, but the fact that they retail for so much, they resell for really good money, and they are just so cute. These are probably one of my top 5 favorite thrift finds ever. We'll see how they perform, but yeah, super excited about these. And then I actually went over to the maxi dresses section, and I found 2 maxi dresses that I want to show y'all. Okay, this actually might have been donated by the same person who donated those loafers, because this is T by Alexander Wang, which is a designer brand, and I hate that Goodwill marked the tag, but it's okay. This is a size extra small. I've talked about T by Alexander Wang, I think before, in my high-end designer haul, which I have linked on the screen, but it resells really well as well. It's kind of Alexander Wang's diffusion line, and it is usually some diffusion lines don't do well, like for instance Michael Kors or Marc Jacobs, but Alexander Wang's diffusion line is actually priced higher, which is maybe why it resells for more, and it's also just really gorgeous clothing. This is a silk halter maxi dress with these kind of sheer cutouts throughout, and it's kind of this olive green color, very muted green, very cute. And I think the high neckline is really flattering, and it's really kind of 90s-esque, which is definitely in right now. So I was so excited to find this. I haven't even looked at the style name. I didn't even bother checking comps. I was just like, yep, it's going in my cart. And then the last item that I found at that Goodwill was another Lulu's piece, and this is a size medium. And it is just a really pretty royal blue and white maxi dress with, again, this halter neckline, which I think is really pretty, really flattering, and then it has a small back cutout as well. Really great summer piece. So I wanted to pick that up. Okay, and then I went to another Goodwill, and I actually found a lot of stuff at this Goodwill, the second one I went to, and my cart was like super full, but then I went through everything and a lot of pieces had flaws, and I actually even missed some flaws from the pieces that I purchased, so I might have to go back and return some stuff, and I ended up just putting a lot of stuff back that was in my cart. But the first piece, which I might take back, and I have kept the tag on because of it, was this Good American sweatshirt, and I like selling Good American a lot, especially their jeans, but their activewear does really well too. And you can see on the zipper there the logo a little bit better. But the reason I'm probably going to return these is because for some reason the person who owned this cut both of the wrists. I don't know why. So I'm probably going to return that. And then I found this Everlane, which is always a good find. I love selling Everlane. Of course, it doesn't retail for a ton, so it doesn't resell for a ton of money, but it resells really consistently and for a decent price. And so if you can get it for the right price, I would definitely recommend picking it up, but it's not one you want to spend up too much for. But this is a really cute boxy stripe button down in a size 6. It's got the high-low hem because it's higher in the front than in the back. Really cute. And would just be a perfect piece to wear to work or casually. I really like that style of piece. And then the next one I found was another one, again, I might take back. I actually knew there were flaws with this one when I purchased it, but then after steaming it, I ran into more flaws. But I definitely want to show you all this brand in case you're not aware of it. This is the brand Universal Standard, and it's actually new with tags, which is great. It's a size large. This is called the Lucina Satin Gathered Tie Top, but it has several runs on the satin fabric, and it actually has a small hole on the back. I might decide to sell it. I'm gonna look it up and see kind of what it's going for. When I found it, I was like, I didn't even check comps because I knew new with tags Universal Standard is good. Luckily, I do have a return policy here in Portland, Oregon, so I may go back and take this with me. But Universal Standard is actually a really cool company. I listened to an interview with, I think, one of the founders on Girl Boss Radio, which is Sophia Amoruso's podcast. She started Nasty Gal, and she is kind of, you know, definitely someone people know in the reselling community because she was originally a reseller and then built her own brand and became, you know, very successful and now has this great podcast. But yeah, listen to a really great interview, and I'll link that down below in the description as well, because just the ethos of the company, the reason that it was founded, I think is really interesting. Okay, so the last thing I found at that Goodwill were these Cole Haan, and I could tell they were a newer style because of the typography on the brand name, and it said grand.os. And they are in really great condition. They're these pink, really soft leather platform sandals. These are a size 10, and I just really like that kind of muted pink color on just a slightly darker pink wedge. Really excellent condition. The only sign of wear is on the outer soles. So yeah, and these were marked half off, so I was excited about finding those and wanted to get them listed ASAP before people stop buying for summer, but they still are, luckily. Okay, so then, like I said, I went to Crossroads this morning, a different one, and found a couple of Madewell pieces that I wanted to show y'all. Give you a little bit more in this haul since it's so short. It's interesting because a lot of what I found at Goodwill and there's a lot of good stuff at Crossroads, but it was just priced a little too high. And then a lot of what I found at Goodwill was either damaged or priced too high, or just, I found a lot of kind of almost pieces on this thrift haul, but had to pass on a lot. But these are marked half off at that Crossroads I went to, and they're a really cool wide leg stripe pant, and then they've got this cool floral cuff on the hem there, and these are a size 2, and they've got kind of that paper bag waist with the tie, so super cute. Oh, and it says it's a collaboration with Madewell and the New Denim Project, which honestly I'm not super familiar with the New Denim Project, so I'll have to do some research on that. Cool. And then last but not least, I love selling Madewell denim, y'all, and these are in such excellent condition. Like I always say, one way I can determine the condition is by looking at that leather patch on the back, and if it's pristine, I know that most likely the jeans are going to be in excellent condition. These are the Cali Demi boot, and they have a raw hem. They're a size 25 and a really good wash, high rise, all the good stuff I'm looking for when it comes to Madewell denim. But yeah, so that is the haul. Thank y'all so much for watching. I really appreciate y'all being here. Let me know in the comments down below what y'all think I should do with that Universal Standard top. I definitely am going to return the Good American one, unfortunately, but the Universal Standard one, it has just a bunch of little small flaws. And here, I'll tell you how much I paid for it. I paid $9.99 for it. So would you keep it or would you take it back? Let me know in the comments down below. I still gotta go check comps and do my research on it too to make a decision, but it's new with tag and it's cute. It's a size large. I don't know. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, y'all. I will see y'all in the next one. Love you. Bye. Ooh, also hit this button up here. I think you can click the M and it'll subscribe you if you haven't already. And if you want to get notified whenever I put new videos up, hit the little bell icon as well. Like this video while you're at it, and then maybe check out these other videos that